Okay, so here we go, 3:30, 5:30 your time. Okay, let's start on our backs tonight. So just get onto your back, come into Shavasana, open it up nice and wide. Oh, and just allow all your weight to drop down. Let gravity take your body. Make sure your arms are away from your body, away from your torso. Legs are open, feet turned outward, palms turned upward. Chin slightly to your chest, drop into the back of the head. Now look for your breath. Try to follow every in-breath and every out-breath. And as you do that, feel your weight drop even more deeply down toward the earth. Feel the sides of your neck relax, and your shoulders, your upper back, across your lower back. Fall deeply into the heels of both your feet. Feel where your arms are placed into the floor. The tops of your hands, let that be heavier. And now again, take your awareness to your breath. So just try to be with it, try to follow it. It's okay if the mind wanders, just come back to the breath. Now slowly turn your head to the right, very slowly. Begin to feel the left side of your neck open. Turn it a little more. Now relax the right shoulder. And feel the place where your skull is touching the floor now. And just feel your weight drop into that place. Let your head get really heavy and the neck nice and soft. Now look for your breath. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly. Every time the belly drops down and you exhale or out breath, let the left shoulder drop more deeply toward the floor and the head turn ever so slightly more to the right, only if you don't need to force it. Feel the left side of the neck open up. You're giving it a lot of space here. Relax both eyeballs. Watch your belly internally lift and lower as you breathe. Very gently begin to turn your head and really, really slow motion, everyone. Slow motion. First, come to center with the head. Drop in there. Rearrange the shoulders, the arms, so feel symmetrical. All right, relax across your upper back. Now turn to the other side, left side. Chin is rotating towards your left shoulder. Right side of the neck, you're getting much more space there. Just relax into this. Follow the rise and fall of your belly, and with every out breath, every time your belly falls, release your right shoulder more closely to the ground. Maybe as that releases, you can turn your head just a bit more to the left, only if it's natural. Now be with your breath. Feel the right side of the neck, soften up some more. Release the jaw. And then very slowly roll your head till it comes back to neutral center position. Chin to the chest, drop into the back of the head, soften the upper back and the shoulders. Both arms come up to the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. Press the shoulders down toward the ground to keep a nice wide upper back pressing into the mat. So you're not lifting the shoulders and the wing bones off the ground. You're keeping them planted into your mat. Take your feet and your legs so that they're parallel, coming out of the hips. Flex both heels. They're going to pop off the ground and open the toes wide, spread them wide. Draw your navel down to the ground. Feel that energy you created in the core, and then slowly lift your right leg to the ceiling, very slowly. And the hands very handily can grab the back of that right leg, intertwine your fingers behind it, bend the elbow to the side. We're just warming up now. So here we go. Taking the knee toward the chest, feeling the back of that right leg open up. Hamstrings exposed right here. Now soften your shoulders, soften your arm bones. So it's as if your arms are kind of little weights on the legs, on the leg. Now, deep belly breaths. Follow your breath as the right hamstring releases. All right. Bend that right knee. Release the right arm out to the side. The palm is up. Left hand takes the side of the right leg, right where it's bent, and then gently draws it over to your left side. We're going to rotate the spine right here. All right, drop into this. Now soften left wing bone, right wing bone, back of the head. As you breathe deeply here, feel this wherever your body is giving you these sensations, the feedback, probably somewhere around the right hip, possibly somewhere in the lower back. Let the belly rise and fall even here. All right, right arm is extended. Now extend the left. So now you're in a T pose. Listen up. Straighten the right leg, press through that heel, and make some circles. Feel the right hip work. Extend through that flexed heel. Draw your navel back as you do this. So you're making slow, controlled circles, and you're using your right hip, reverse direction. Nice, nice. Push through that heel. Keep that leg as straight and as long as you possibly can. Nice. Bend the knee. Take the knee back to the ceiling to center. Chin to the chest. Arms come up. Clasp the shin. And then bend the elbows and press that right thigh into your torso. Releasing the lower back. Now press the elbows in toward one another and squeeze. Chin to the chest. So feel how you have this little ball of energy right the center of your body, right? Where you're holding that leg. Now, deep breaths as you press your belly into your right thigh. Release the left arm. Release the right leg up to the ceiling again. Take the right hand to the inside of that right leg and gently draw to the right side. If you want to, you can take your left hand to your left hip to keep that put. Oh, there's the right inner thigh and the groin. Nice, nice, nice. Now see if you can't soften the upper back and the neck. Okay, notice how that hand that's resting on the right leg is a bit of a weight, a bit of a pressure, opening up the right inner thigh. Okay, listen up. Flex through that right heel. Bring both arms in a T position and make circles here with the right leg. Check it out. Still using the hip, but much more of the inner thigh here, right? Push through that right heel, making little circles. Yeah, nice and relaxed. Press through, belly draws down, reverse the circle. All right, bend that knee, bring it back to center, arms come up. We're gonna take that thigh down again, just to release the hip here. Nice. Release that right leg to the ground, Shavasana. Feel your right hip, right inner thigh. Yeah, let that warmth run down the leg all the way to the right toes. Nice. Soften across the upper back, into the jaw. Okay. Feet are parallel, so are the legs. Flex both heels. Arms in a T position here. Press through those heels. Now spread the toes out as much as you can. Now draw the belly down toward the spine. Okay, so from the waist down, a lot of energy. Both arms come up to the ceiling. Let the right heel drop to the ground. Left leg comes up to the ceiling very slowly with a flexed heel and the toes spread open. Yeah, yeah. See, if you open the toes, notice how that opens the spaces between those long bones on the tops of your feet, metatarsals. Okay, nice. Oh, I know. Grab the back of that leg. Almost forgot that part. Intertwine your fingers, chin to the chest, bend your elbows. We got to get the left hammy muscle. Soften those shoulders. Use those upper arm muscles to press that leg toward you. Oh, yeah. Also, notice what happens. You're stimulating, you're toning the sciatic nerve. Do you feel that? Nice. Bend the knee. Left arm opens to a T pose, left palm up to the ceiling. Right hand comes to the side of that left leg. Chin to the chest, flex the right foot. All right. And draw that knee to the right side of your mat slowly. We're rotating to the left this time with your spine. Once you get in your full rotation, soften the upper back, your jaw, right? So, once you create all this energy in the body, in this case, it's in the lower back and the left hip, what can happen is other parts of the body can kind of start grabbing onto that, the neck, the jaw, right? It's not their place. Release it. If you find there's any other place in your body where you're kind of trying to hold on to that energy, let it go. Keep it in the hip. Keep it in the lower back. Nice. Now some good deep breaths. Notice the release across your forehead. Listen up. Keep the leg in that position. Release the right arm, right palm to the ceiling. You're in a T position with the arms now. Straighten the left leg away from you. Flex through that heel. Nice long leg. Feel it from the left hip all the way down to the left heel. Now begin to circle. So as you circle, send that heel way out, way out. Yeah, keeping the leg nice and long. And then you keep more space in the hip so you can work deeper. Nice and controlled. Keep the right shoulder soft. Keep the belly pulled back. Reverse the circle. Other direction. Nice. Bend the knee. Take it back to center. Rearrange your T, take your chin to your chest, make sure that right leg's coming straight out from the hip. So we just recalibrate right here in the center. Okay, now the left hand takes the inside of that bent knee. Let's take the right hand to the top of the right hip. I'm going to show you what I mean by keeping that hip put. So you want that hip to stay facing the ceiling. And then you just slowly, oh wait, straighten that left leg to the ground. I'm sorry, or to the ceiling. Sorry about that. Now we're going to take the leg out to the side. We didn't do it with a bend. Yeah, feel the left inner thigh open. All right, so you just let your hand kind of hang off that leg. Let it be some weight. And then you get to experience the left inner thigh. Right hand is placed on the right hip just to keep it there. Otherwise, it tends to sway to the left, turn. Okay, flex that heel. Bring your arms in a T position, circle. Again, you're pushing through a flexed heel, deeply using the inner thigh muscle. Belly pulls down, that way you get to activate core here. Reverse. And bend the knee, bring it back to center. Bring the right knee up as well. Take your hands to both your shins. Press your thighs into your torso. Try to keep your lower back connected to your mat. Squeeze your elbows in toward your legs. Now lift your head up and just look down toward your toes. Release your head back to the ground. Take your left hand over the right leg. So palm over palm with the hands. Straighten the left leg and flex through the heel. Now, if you want to ramp this up, we're going to move into core. You can lift your head off the ground a little bit and your upper back. You don't have to though. Switch legs. Push out through the right heel. Switch. Now push out through the left. Now, if you want, you can intertwine your fingers and place that little basket at the back of your head. That's what I'm going to do because my neck started to feel like it was straining. Push, push. And as you push and press through each heel, it's like you're trying to drive something away from you. Put a little resistance in there. Now, start to bring it up toward the ceiling with this pumping motion. So the feet start making their way to the ceiling, head to the ground. If you're holding it up, arms in T position as you pedal up toward the ceiling. All right, legs straight, turn the toes out. Notice the heels are pressed in toward each other, chin toward the chest. Relax your upper back, draw your navel down. Here we go, scissor kicks. Yeah, nice big scissor kicks right here. Reverse direction. Now open your legs in a really nice V position and soften the shoulders. Flex both heels, straighten the legs as much as you can, little circles both sides. Taking this circle theme and running with it. Oh yeah, feel it, both inner thighs, right? Yeah, slow and controlled. Close your eyes, feel it, get in there. Yeah, feel the groin. Feel the belly draw down, reverse. Nice and strong, nice. A few more here. Now bend the knees, take the soles of the feet together, take the hands to the tops of your ankles, bend your elbows into your inner thighs, lift your head toward the ceiling, and just press those elbows into your inner thighs. Now rock side to side, just a little bit. Come back to center, drop your head, straighten the legs to the ceiling in a V position, bend the elbows, take the bottoms of the feet from the inside with the hands, happy baby. But listen, before your happy baby gets happy and starts going side to side, chin to the chest, lower back to the ground. Now do it. Oh yeah, there's the groin again. Nice lower back release here. Side to side. And if you want to get really happy, go all the way over so that your knee touches the side. Yeah, the ground, all the way over. And back to center. Take the feet, soles toward each other, arms up to the ceiling. Intertwine your fingers, slip your palms under your head, nestle them there. Elbows are nice and open. Draw the belly down. Lift the face and the chest to the ceiling. Keep that space between your chin and your chest. Draw your navel down. Straighten both legs away from you. Now bring them into that position, sole to sole. Straight, knees to the side. Straight, knees to the side. Who knew we were going to get so much inner thigh work? Bend, straighten, feel the lower back at the ground. Bend, straighten, feel the belly work, pull the navel down. Bend, keep it bent, lift a little higher. Turn your torso toward your left knee. Now toward your right knee. Now toward your left. So we're just kind of going back and forth, right, and now center, lift, and halfway down, lift. Once more, every time you lift, try to press the soles of the feet into one another, okay? Inner thighs are probably complaining a little bit, so if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. Stay lifted, straighten the legs, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Feel the core, feel the belly work. Straighten and bend. Ready? Knees to elbows, elbows to knees, and then feet almost touch the ground. Up. Now listen, you still want to keep that space between your chin and your chest. So you're still pressing the face and the chest straight up to the ceiling, straight up. So your knees and your elbows are probably not going to touch, but that's kind of the direction, right? Keep it at the top and pulse, 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 crunch, pulse, 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 and bring it down, Shavasana pose. Oh, yeah, inner thighs, feel that. All right, so now you've really created some warmth in both hips. Feel that? Feel that? Get deep in there. How does it feel? All right, grab that feeling. Notice it. And then spill it down both your legs. All the way to your feet, soles of your feet, toes. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. All right, and bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Cross at the ankles and come on up. Oh, oh, we got really warmed up. Okay, nice easy pose. Let's bring it right here. Let's connect with the breath again. So just a nice easy pose, feel it. Okay, palms to the insides of your knees. Let's roll it around a little bit here. Do some hip circles. Yeah, we're pretty warmed up. Feel that. Reverse. And back to center. All right. Table pose. So bring it around. And find yourself a nice table pose, all lined up. Make sure the legs of your table are lined up as they should be with the shoulder joints and the hip joints. And then I want you to just look straight down at your mat. And I want you to really notice the line that runs from your tailbone all the way to the top of your neck, just at the base of your skull, your entire spine. Okay, spine is a nice straight line here. Why? Because you're looking down at the mat. If you looked forward, try it. Then feel how the cervical spine, i.e. the neck, curls, right? Now you got this curl on the top of your spine. Let's curl it in the other direction. Slowly bring the head down, keep the belly lifted. Bring the chin to the chest. There we go. Giving a curl forward, or toward the ground, I should say. Now lift up again. Looking forward. Now bring the head back in a neutral position. So you're looking straight down at the mat. Turn your head to the right as much as you can. Press firmly into both hands. Press even more firmly. Feel the biceps light up. Turn the head some more. And now try to relax the neck in this position. Just try to get some softness. Maybe relax is too big a word. Okay, now we're going to slowly roll the chin to center and then to the left. As much as you can. As much as you can. Now press firmly into the hands. Feel the arms grow. Feel the biceps get stronger. Turn some more. And try to relax your neck as much as you can in this position. To the right again, slow. Relax it. Strengthen the arms, press into the hands. So see, your neck can stay relaxed even though the arms are not. Other side. Back to center. All right, curl your toes. Okay, just kind of dig your little toe pads into your mat. So press up one foot and then push it down the other. Just give yourself a nice little, and then you know what? Press your hips back to your toes. Drop some weight down onto the heels. Try to make sure the heels stay parallel and don't turn out to the sides. Now, if you want to, you can walk your hands to your knees and actually sit your butt down toward your heels and get even more load on those under feet and under toe areas. Just let the toes open up here. Now take the hands forward. Back into our table pose, tops of the toes come down into the mat again. Bend the elbows straight back, keep them pulling towards center as you lift your tail, send your heart forward between your biceps, drop your udders. Drop your udders. So you feel this nice stretch at the front of your belly. Now press more firmly into the palms and press the chest more forward. So get it between the shoulder blades. Now, if your neck hurts, drop your head a little bit. If you want to lift your head, lift from the crown of the head rather than drawing the back of your head towards your upper back, right? That's a no-no. You don't want to compress the neck with that. All right, now lift your belly, just your belly, just your belly. Feel the lower back begin to curve. Feel yourself pushing into your mat. Drop your head. Feel a little bow-leggedness in the arms so that you can really widen your upper back and stretch it here. Cat pose. Now back to a cow. Remember, the elbows come in toward each other. They don't flare out to the side. Now another cat. Oh yeah, round it back. Round it back. Drop that head. Another cow. Inhale. Another cat. Exhale. One more. Cow. Inhale. Cat. Exhale. And back to a table pose. Curl your toes. Oh, no, no, I know what I want to do. I want to do a little lateral twist from here. Back into table. Okay, now listen up. Slowly turn your head to the right as if you want to look over your right shoulder. Now start to bring the right shoulder back and bring that right hip toward the right shoulder, but you don't drop the torso. We're just curving it to the side to get a really nice lateral stretch in the spine. Feel that? Feel how you have your spine turned laterally or to the side? Nice. Okay, come back into table. There's your calibration, midline right there. Feel your nice flat tabletop. You're not dumped into it at all. You're not, bowing the back at all. Now you start with the head. You turn to the left so that it's kind of like you want to look over your left shoulder. And then as soon as you begin to see it, you draw it back and then feel as if you want to take that left hip towards your left shoulder as well. Left lateral stretch for your spine here. Now back to center, back to that table pose. All right, curl your toes. Walk your hands back towards your knees, lift your knees, and come into a squat. All right. All right, squat pose with Namaste Mudra, otherwise known as garland pose in yoga. Okay, so when we first get into a squat pose, I would say everyone here, you're coming into a pose you're not used to being in during the day, right? So drop your buttocks back. Yeah, drop your buttocks back. Feel some of the weight come into the heels. Now I want you to soften your buttocks, okay, and your lower pelvis, like really soften. Yeah, so you really just let the hips drop as much as possible. It's like you want to get really comfortable, like you're sitting in a chair. Okay, now press your feet into the mat, but don't do anything else. Feel that energy in the ankles and in the feet. Now lift the pelvic floor. Remember, you're lifting up from the pubic bone to the anus. Lift and begin to straighten the legs. Open into a nice, I forgot what that's called. It suddenly lost, not expose, but oh well. Now hands together, totally slipped my mind. Hands overhead in Namaste Mudra. Let go of the pelvic floor here. Slowly come back down into your squat. Drop those hips and soften at the lower back. Press the elbows into the inner knees. Lift the chest. Press your Namaste Mudra together. Press a lot. Okay, keep that pressure in your mudra. Rotate your fingertips forward. Look at them. Look at the inner wrist. Draw the wrists toward you. There's that nice opening for the wrist joints. Pressing the hands together. This one's kind of nice because the legs kind of automatically press them together. Now bring the fingertips up toward you and now into you. Fingertips toward your chest. Now bring them up to the ceiling. Press into the feet. Feel it come into the ankles. Lift and open. Take your feet forward. Okay. Hinge down halfway. Lift forward with the chest. Lift forward with the chest. Pull the navel up. Take your right hand to your left thigh. Bend your right elbow. Draw it toward your right thigh. And then lift the arm and turn. Bring it back up a bit. Other side. Take the left thigh. Coming forward, dropping down a bit with the torso as we lift our right arm. Now bring hands into both thighs, straighten the arms, look forward. Slowly come all the way down. Standing forward, fold, bend, grab the backs of your ankles, drop your head.
Release the pressure from your neck with this one. This one's great traction on the neck here. Open up the jaw, release it. This time the hands into the shins for monkey pose. Look forward. Pull your navel up toward your spine. Open your hips behind you. Feel the backs of your legs open up. Right fingertips fall into the ground right in front of you. Heel toe your feet into each other. Just one little heel toe. So I just brought them in a few inches. Drop the right, bend the right knee. Lift the left sitting bones. Now lift the left arm to the ceiling. Nice. Those of you who want to put a bind, you can bind that up. And if you put a bind in it, draw the left elbow back for more turning. Release the bind. The right arm is down. The left arm is up. Listen up. Bend the left knee. Lift the right arm forward. Torso's turned to the side, to the left. Now straighten up. That left arm falls. Right arm comes overhead. And just dip back here. Stand straight, right arm forward, left arm back, torso turned to the left, sit in a chair here. Sweep the left arm forward. You're looking forward now. Palms are facing each other. Sit a little deeper in your chair pose. Swing your arms back, lift them up, stand up. Swan dive forward, come on down. Back into a nice folded standing position. Release your neck. Left fingertips in the ground, center. Left knee, bend. Right sitting bone, lift it. Feel the back of that right leg open up. Lift the right arm. Binders, you can bind this out. Binders unbind. Listen up. Bend the right knee. Lift the left arm forward, right arm back. You're sitting in a chair, swivel to the right. Sit a little deeper. You got it. Pull the navel back. Soften those shoulders. Get them away from your ears. Legs are working here. Stand up. Drop the right. Left arm goes over. Arch back. There's the left rib cage for you. Standing, right arm back, left arm forward. Sit in a chair. Push your butt back. Swing your right arms forward. Lift up. Swan dive. Drop down. Monkey pose, lift. Drop down again. All right, walk your hands forward, feet back. Down dog time, everyone. Oh. So just walk your dog. Pedal it out with the feet. Now, as you're doing that, take a look. Make sure that your heels are going straight back behind the toes and not going out to the side or inside, outside or inside. All right, now draw the chest up and back toward the thighs. Relax the back of your neck. Spread those fingers apart. Feel this dog pose. Breathe deeply. Exhale. Bring the left foot in just a bit. Ground into it as you press that left heel back. Lift the right leg for three-legged dog. Right heel is flexed. Press it up there. Push forward with the hands. Draw the chest back toward that left leg. Turn your hips and open them to the right. All right. Notice you put more load in that left arm. Press that left hand into the ground. Push it away from you. That opens up your left shoulder and activates it, makes it stronger. Now lift the right ankle closer to the ceiling. Feel the left inner thigh open up and then pulse it up there at the top. Little tiny pulses. Keep that leg lifted. Turn the hips toward the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes forward between your hands. Your knee is over your ankle. Look down at your toes. Spread them out. Push them into the mat. Straighten that right leg. Drop the left heel. Walk your hands back. Bend your elbows back. Drop your forehead toward the right shin. A huge opening in the right hip, all the way down the right leg. And if you press that left heel back, you're going to get a deep opening in the left calf muscle. Right knee bends, bring it over the ankle. Okay, shimmy the left toes back. Okay, now squeeze the left butt cheek. Keep that left leg nice and straight. Squeeze the left thigh muscles around the thigh bone. Feel that? Okay, take the left hand close to the right foot. Reach forward with the right leg. Push the left heel back. You got it. Forward and back, right? Back with the heel, forward with the right fingertips. Now lift them up to the ceiling. Beautiful. And then binders, if you want to bind, go for it. Release and bring the right fingertips down next to that foot again. Move the left hand a little over so that the hips are facing the ground. Drop the left knee to the ground. Top of the left foot to the ground. Bring the fingertips back as you lift the torso. Now press the hips forward, and you're going to feel that in the left hip flexor big time. Feel that. Press the right sole of the foot into the mat. Press it some more, some more, some more. Feel it move up into the calf. Now straighten that leg. Dig the heel into the ground, right toes toward the ceiling. Walk your hands back. Fingertips are facing forward to the front of your mat. Bend your elbows back and drop your torso toward the right leg. You're just going to give a little bit more to open up the right hip, right hamstrings, even some more. Walk your hands forward, step your right foot into the mat, curl your left toes, lift that knee off the ground, squeeze the left butt cheek. Look back at your left foot. Take it in a warrior stance, so hop it forward and turn the foot out to the side. You may even need to walk that right foot to the side a bit. Look at both feet. They should be on separate tracks. Lift up, warrior one. Nice. Squeeze the left butt cheek, send that energy down the back of that left leg. Okay, that's your support back there, everyone, that left leg. Reach forward as you keep pressing into that back leg. Use it, use it, use it. Because if you use it, the torso feels nice and light and you can elongate it. Drop the right arm to the inside of the right leg. Press those into one another. Lift the left arm to the ceiling. There we go. There we go. And you know what this is? This is a place where binders can put in a bind. And if you're a double binder, you can straighten the front leg and drop your head. And then release that. Release the bind if you have a bind. Cartwheel up to warrior two. Soften the shoulders. Turn the left palm behind you and the pinky forward. Now the palm comes almost to the ceiling. You're going to feel that left tricep work. Take that arm back behind you. Scooch it back there. Taking that hand to your right side. Bend the elbow. There's your bind. Drop the left elbow. Sit a little more deeply into your foundation. Rotate the right palm up. Bring it up and overhead. There's your right rib cage. There it is. Give it a few deep breaths. Release back into warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Turn the hips to the left. We're getting ready for triangle.
Okay, so check it out. You got these legs going out to the side, right? So the top of your triangle, think of that as your belly button with the two legs, two sides of the triangle, then that space between your legs, right? That's the third. Okay, so draw your torso out to the right. Draw out toward the right fingertips. Drop that hand to the top of the foot, the ankle or the shin. Bring the left arm up. Turn your torso facing to the, well, open it up basically. And then take that left arm over your ear. Lift it up. Look down at the right foot. Bend the right knee so it's over the ankle. Lift up into warrior two again. Soften the shoulders. Turn the right foot so that it's facing the front of your mat or the side, facing forward here. And then let's come down. Invert. A hinging position at the waist. Feet are facing forward or toed in. Definitely not toed out. Drop your head. Get that feeling again. That traction on your vertebrae, especially the neck. The little bones of your neck can open up as the weight of your skull is being pulled down toward the ground. Let it go. Turn your head to the right and left slowly. So we get this opening between the vertebrae with traction. And then when we turn the head from side to side, it's so much easier and we get to kind of get that motion in this extended state. Okay, palms under the head, straighten the arms and lift the belly. Walk your hands forward. We're coming into a wide dog here as the head falls between the biceps and the heart presses back toward the center of that triangle. Feel the backs of the legs open. Press into the outer edges of the feet. Don't let the feet collapse towards center. Flow forward. Walk your hands back. Turn your right foot so it's facing the front again. And then left facing to the side. 45 degrees. Lift up. Warrior one again. Now reach forward, coming down to pigeon pose here. Reach, reach, reach. Okay, lift the heel, turn the toes forward, shimmy those toes straight back as you walk your right foot toward the left side of your mat, right knee toward the right side. Now slide that left leg straight back. Now feel your hips, make them as level to the mat as you can. And once you get that, come on down, dropping the weight of your torso over the hip. If you're on your back, you've got the right knee bent, left knee bent, right knee is bent to the side, right ankle to the top of the left leg, and you're grabbing under the left thigh, pulling it toward you. If you're down on the ground, relax your wing bones, let them fall apart. Let your torso become heavier. See, we're just dropping down into this nice open right hip space with our weight. Now some nice deep breaths. And slowly lift up. Swing your left leg forward. Bring it right out from the hip, right knee out to the right side. Press that knee down. Okay, flex the left heel. Press the right knee down some more. Here we go. Scooch the right sitting bone in the heel back a little bit.
And now come down over the left leg. Press the right knee down. Give it some breath. And slowly come up. Take that left leg behind you. Palms under your shoulders. Curl the left toes. Lift the knee. Now press into the hands to lift your torso. Send the right leg back. Come into a nice plank pose here. Pressing the heels back. Firmly pressing down into the mat. Keep the belly lifted. Keep pressing into the mat using those shoulders, the chest. Now lift the hips to the ceiling, walk the feet forward a bit, and find your down dog again. Relax the neck, let the head fall. Keep the fingers spread apart. Push the mat forward, draw the chest back. Right foot comes in a bit, ground it into your mat, press the right heel back, lift the left leg. Turn the hips to the left here. All right, with this swivel, you've got more going into the right shoulder, so press into the right hand. Makes the right arm bone long, right shoulder open. Lift the left ankle toward the ceiling. Notice what happens to the right leg, especially that inner thigh. Feel it. Keep the belly pulled back and pulse that ankle toward the ceiling. Keep it lifted. Turn your hips toward the mat, look forward. Left foot comes forward between your hands. Line it up, knee is over the ankle. Shimmy the right toes back. Nice. Press deeply into that left foot. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Press the right heel back. Nice. Right hand comes close to the left foot. Reach forward with the left arm, left fingertips. Now lift up with that arm. Draw that left heel towards center here. Excuse me, the left hip. Of course, you can bind this if you're a binder. Bring the arm up and over next to that foot again. Hips are facing the ground again. Shimmy the right toes back some more. Drop that knee gently down into the ground, top of the foot into the ground. Walk the fingertips toward you. Straighten out that torso. Already feel that right hip flexor starting to open. Press the hips forward. Open it some more. Straighten the left leg. Left toes come up to the ceiling. Dig that heel into the ground. Press the back of that left leg down. Walk your hands back. Fingertips are still facing forward. Bend the elbows back, and you're just dropping your torso toward the left thigh to drop more weight into this opening for the left hip, left back of the leg, that hamstring. Bring it forward. Step the left foot into the ground again. Curl the right toes. Lift the right knee. Now turn the right foot out, about 45 degrees. Maybe take the left foot over a bit to the left. Warrior one position with the knee over the ankle for the front leg. Come on up. All right, fortify that back leg. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Feel that? Just feel how that just took it in. Okay, now press that energy down, all the way down to the outer edge of that foot. So the entire right butt cheek, right leg are really strong. And so from there, you can gently pull forward with your torso. And then left arm in front of the leg, right arm up to the ceiling. And then, of course, those of you who want to bind can put a bind in this. Those of you who chose a double bind, you can try to straighten the right leg, drop the head. More challenge. Release that. Release the bind. Right arm is up and overhead. Cartwheel up to warrior two. Soften the shoulders. Lift from the crown of your head. Rotate that the right palm, the one behind you, back and then up to the ceiling, and you bring that pinky forward. And now you've really gotten some fire in the tricep back there. Bring the arm back, keeping the tricep lit. Bend the elbow, take the top of that arm into your lower back, drop that right shoulder. Now rotate that left palm up, and that bicep is now shining to the ceiling. Lift it up and overhead, and feel your left rib cage open. Breathe into it. And back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg. So you don't want to lock the knee. So don't feel as if you're pressing your knee in so much that the back of your knee, is tight. It's like a little micro bend in the knee. Rotating the hips to the right. Now you've got that triangle beneath you. Draw your navel back, relax your sitting bone, your tailbone rather. Draw out toward the left fingertips, taking the torso out there. Drop that hand somewhere onto the leg, right arm. Now, another thing is, instead of putting your hand on your leg, you can just not touch your leg and take your palm forward. You can bind this, unbind if you bound it. Look down at your left foot, bend the left knee until it's over the ankle. Lift up into warrior two again. Okay, arms come up, turn it forward, swish forward, time for left-sided pigeon pose. Lift the right heel, turn the toes forward, forgot to put that part in, so your toes should be forward. Now walk that foot over to the side, drop the knee. And if you're on the back, do the other side. And level those hips. Start coming down over them. So funny, it's a funny thing about the hips. Most people aren't aware that they hold stuff in their hips, right? I mean, you can have tight hips and all that, but there's just a lot of tension that's held in the hips, often that we're unaware of. So really let that left hip open up and soften. Yeah, let the weight drop down into it. Keep your awareness where you feel it and breathe deeply. And slowly lift out of this. Take your right leg forward, left knee bent to the side. All right, flex that right heel, press that left knee toward the ground. Just use everything you have to do that. Okay, now you're sitting straight with your torso, right? But you just kind of scooch that right heel and that right sitting bone back. And now come on down over the right leg.
And slowly come up. Straighten the left leg. So left and right leg in front of you. Let's do a little seated fold. Bring your fingertips to the ground. Lift one and the other hip. And now start walking those hips back. Now bring your chest forward as you walk the hips back. Yeah, see, we're getting down into it. Getting down into it. All right, now fold over. And slowly come up. Swing your legs behind you. And come up into a standing pose, feet about hip distance apart. And inhale up. And arms come forward, sit in a chair. Swing those arms behind you. We're doing a slow-mo waterfall. Bring the arms in front of you. Come on up. All right, ready to do it? Exhale, mouth open, waterfall. Inhale through the nose, come up. Waterfall. Come on up. Fall. Get back up. Fall. Back up. Oh, let's do one with the cross across the chest. Let's do a couple like that. More. This time, let's fall and keep it down. Nice. Keep those knees bent. Let the belly fall into your thighs. Drop your head. Grab the backs of your ankles. Release the back of your neck. And just breathe here in this little standing ball. Drop your arms to your sides. We're going to slowly come up, ragdoll roll up. Let those arms drop, drop, drop. Let the wing bones fall apart with the weight of those arms. Feel yourself pressing into the soles of your feet, using your leg muscles, straightening out that spine. Palms forward. You're a mountain. Eyes closed, breathe here. Shoulders up to the ears, but the mountain stays tall. Shoulders behind you, chest opens. Push those shoulders down toward the earth. Lift them up toward your ears. Back as you squeeze your wing bones together, drop down. Slowly bring the arms up and overhead. Namaste Mudra over your crown. Soften the elbows, bring the mudra to your chest. Press your thumbs into your chest. And then drop your forehead towards your fingertips. Relax your arms. All right. And bring it down on your bellies. I got to get this. I think it might be a package. Thank you. Sorry about that, everyone. It's called real life streaming here. Okay. Yeah, belly to the ground. And crocodile pose. Restore, restore. Restorative. Feet are toed in. Really release the back of your neck. Space between your wing bones. Feel your belly pressing into the ground as you breathe, releasing and opening your lower back. All right, palms chest level. Feet are toed in, legs are hip distance or closer.
Draw those elbows in really close to you. Squeeze them in toward your body. Now press them down towards your feet. Okay, feel how the neck is nice and extended and in alignment with the rest of your spine. You're looking straight down. Lift your pubic bone, roll it to your belly, drop it down again. Here we go. You're in starting position. Slowly lift your body without pressing into the hands or as little as possible. And feel how you're recruiting the back muscles to lift you. That's what this is about. It's a lower back and entire back strengthener. Cobra's right here. You've got your glutes nice and squeezed when you're up here. Now, those of you who back bend can get it up a little higher. And when you bring it down, feel the front of your body make contact with your mat. Slowly. Use control. Use those back muscles to control it. Control the movement. Okay, forehead. Give it a kiss to your mat. Come up one more time. Another cobra. And then those of you who go to cobra and go to back bend, you can do that. Down again, but stay controlled. Even though this is your last one, don't take your mind off of it. Stay with it. Forehead kisses the ground. Turn your head to one side. Release your arms away from your body with your palms up. You can open your legs, but keep your feet toed in. Rest into that cheekbone. And then slow motion style, turn it to the other side. Rest into that other cheekbone. Bring your head back to center, palms next to your chest, lift up into a tabletop pose once again. Starting pose for child. Okay, you're really warmed up. Give yourself that. You really are. So your back can get stretched beautifully here. Draw your navel up. Curl your tail down. Press your hands forward to draw your heels, your hips back towards your heels. And feel that spine open up. Starts at the lower back, works its way up. And you just come into this nice and easily. Now listen, shoulders should be relaxed. So you'll probably need to take the arms a little farther apart and bend the elbows. Okay. Sometimes I see people doing child's pose with like totally straight, tight arms going straight from their shoulders. Get the shoulders out of it. All right. Few more breaths in child's pose. And then flip it over if you're staying for Shavasana tonight. All right. Eyes closed. All right. Just experience whatever you are sensing. Maybe noises in the room, maybe sensations in your body, thoughts, feelings. Maybe there's a certain tone or certain mood you can pick up right now. Just notice it all. Be the observer. Okay, it's like you're taking yourself
out of the equation. You're just observing it all. So instead of identifying with thoughts, which tends to be our habit and our demise, so to speak, instead just notice with curiosity whatever comes your way. Okay, all of this whole big open space that is your consciousness, right, is where this all occurs. So just let it occur. No judgment, no attachment. Just watch it. Step away and just watch it. Just feel the cloud of energy, the sensations of energy that your body is. Notice how all these different things that you observe, they kind of come and go, right? Nothing's permanent. They're just, clouds rolling across that big, big blue sky of your consciousness. That's really what you are. You're the sky. You hold it all. But yet, it's not heavy. You just let it be. Just observe. And notice how even if a thought comes to you, whether it's a helpful thought or a very unhelpful thought, all of those dissolve. All of those kind of come and go. They're just the clouds. The blue, blue, deep, endless sky. Okay, that's really who you are. Rest in that. And no judgment, right? If you lock onto a thought and kind of contract with it, just realize that give it recognition, it also unravels, dissipates, and disappears. And just as the thoughts come and go, the moods, the feelings, the emotions also come and go. Just notice them, feel them, let them dissolve and disappear. Big, big space. And if in tonight's Shavasana, You'd like to put a prayer, an intention, or a sankalpa within it, you can do that now. Just honor that desire or desire. Take it into your heart. Breathe in and out of it. Next exhale, release it. Beginning your transition. Again, being aware of movement, sensation, everything in your awareness. Gently roll to one side. Slowly make your way to seated pose. And bring your arms out to the sides, palms up. Inhale up and overhead. Namaste Mudra to the heart. Namaste. Okay, we started with a few, got some more, and now we're down to a few again. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the week and weekend, and I'll see you next Thursday.